For 3 years, Ellie Mental Health has been serving the Tri-Lakes community, and those 3 years wouldn't be possible without their hard-working therapists. Kenny is talking to one therapist who focuses on grief, a subject that tends to come up a lot during the holidays.
Well, once again, we are inside of Ellie Mental Health. I'm hanging out with Martin. Martin, what's your specialty as a therapist?
As a therapist, my specialty is grief, trauma, mental health, teens, and some female topics, especially when it comes to trauma, like sexual trauma, things of that nature.
Now, we kind of wanted to focus on grief because, it is the holidays, and that's kind of when a lot of conversations about grief come up. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah, you're gonna be surprised how many times a client come to me and say, "Hey, I lost my mother in November, December," and they come here and say, "This is the first Christmas without the mother, without their loved one, without their husband, or without their wife," and it can take a toll out of a person. So, in here in Ellie Mental Health, we like to help individuals to have that process of the grief and be able to acknowledge their pain. We acknowledge their pain. That we acknowledge what they're going through, because it's not easy, especially in the holidays where it's all about family. Everything is about the loved one, and it's everything about loving your neighbors.
And Ellie Mental Health just turned 3 years old. What's it like working a part of this team?
Yeah, this is actually amazing. I'm the newest member of the team.
Sure.
And I must say, this is an amazing team. This is an amazing place to be working with because here they let you be who you are as a therapist. While all the places where, hey, you have to make a quota. In here, it's like, hey, you have to focus on the clients. What are the clients' needs and why? And this is why I love to be working here.
Definitely. Yeah. And it's kind of easy to get, connected with a therapist too, right? Run me through that process.
Yeah, pretty simple. A lot of people, they can give a call, or they can go online to the website, and in there they can let you know, hey, this is my issue, right? If it's grief, trauma, and then in there is be like, hey, I want to be Monitor Springs, or I'm sorry, Monument, and in there they're gonna show you all the therapies they have available, and you click on the person, and then they're gonna give you a background of that individual and just schedule it, and that's pretty much it. Pretty simple.
Now, you mentioned here at Ellie Mental Health, there's a lot more focus on the client. Is that one of your favorite things about being a therapist, is getting to know your clients?
Yeah, building rapport is the most important thing for a therapist, right? When you meet somebody new, they have to trust you. And because a person who I am, where I lost friends, by suicide, lost a father in December, I understand how painful is that. So connecting to the client is the priority for me.
Yeah, and you really need connection when you're talking about grief, right?
That's right. Yeah, no, yeah. I can connect with them when it comes to that, right? When they say, "Hey, I lost my dad. My dad was my best friend," and that is my personal. My personal story too, where my father was my best friend, and then out of nowhere, who am I gonna talk to? Now I'm by myself. I'm the only male in my family who I have to talk to, and that's where they come here to us. Come here looking for a therapist, and having somebody who have the same story, who have like, hey, I understand where you're coming from. It's help them out to understand, be like, hey, this is a process. This is part of life. We are here to help them out.
Yeah. Well, again, mental health is something that a lot of people need to be focusing on, but thank you again for having this conversation with us, and I can't wait to explore just a little more right here at Ellie Mental Health.
Of course, yeah.
Thanks, Kenny. This segment has been sponsored by Ellie Mental Health for We Are Tri-Lakes.